Are they beating up the wall? Are we too loud?
No, they've been doing that.
Oh.
I guess they're doing some hanging up paintings or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm gonna cut that out.
Oh.
Y'all get to see that.
I'm like, they trying to tell us to shut up. They trying to shut my language. Ooh, girl, I done did a whole lot of that.
Alright, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today, for this Let's Talk, I have my good friend, Dierra, with me.
Hi. Turn up. I'm sick. I don't know.
And we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff today, so let's just get into the video. I want to start off with talking basically about how was your week.
Oh, it was pretty good. Just trying to get over this little bug I have, but pretty good. I'm a para at an elementary school. I assist special needs kids, so it's always something new and it's interesting, so I can't complain.
That's good.
Yeah, how was yours?
Mine was, I would say it was a little life-changing only because, like, these acting classes I've been going to, obviously, you know, I'm trying to, you know, hook you up with that too. But,
oh, yes.
It's been like really working, like seriously changing like your confidence level, what you choose to do, stuff like that. It's really like getting on there. So shout out to like Moolah Films for, you know, even doing this for local Detroit artists. But yeah, that's basically it besides working a 9 to 5.
Right, I know that's right.
And I'm so happy today is Friday.
Oh, yes. Amen.
For real. But we can just get right into, you know, so let's talk like the trend of being a baddie. So
okay. Well, I actually graduated from Oakland University in April, and one of my communications classes, it was like a media class, and we talked about a lot of things like trends and stuff like that, and something in particular caught my eye. It was like the whole trend of being a baddie or a Coke bottle body. And so it was, yeah, and so, you know, I'm not a hater or anything when it comes to that because I'm not walking around with the baddest body, but I'm happy and grateful and blessed. So, you know, whatever you want to call the baddest body, you know, because we're all beautiful in our own way, you know.
Right.
So it's just funny that women really look at social media and really want to become this or that, you know, or even guys in this generation really compare us to this, like, or, oh, she ain't got no butt, or this and that. Well, hey, it still worked the same. How about that? So,
it still moves.
Right, it still moves.
We get naked, right. It still moves.
Yep. So, you know, like, even on social media, how you'll see, like, all of these lose weight fast, or, you know, waist trainer companies and such, you know, trying to get you to lose weight. What if I want to be 450? Like, you know. Oh.
We want to be 450.
You know, like, what if I do?
Mean, I definitely understand, like, the stance on it, because you want to be accepted by being just you. You know what I'm saying? And I do agree, like, a lot of this social media stuff really do promote, you know, you have to have a Coke-shaped body, or you have to have a slim waist or no waist at all. That's the new trend. I feel like it's somebody that is using, you have to use your platform for, like, real stuff. Like, you know, if you are, I'm not going to say plus size, or I would say if you have an average body, like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's like you don't have no waist or nothing like that, but just an average body. I feel like you need more people like that just want, you know, just to keep up their natural body. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That promotes having a natural body, or promotes, you know, you being okay if you got a little wiggle in the jiggle, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with having a little, you know, fat on your bones? Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's okay.
Yeah. Got baby fat up until some point, so...
Yeah, and like me, hey, I gained weight. I'm not, you know, I do, you know, people, you want to keep a healthy diet. That's the thing, though. You do want to still keep up a healthy diet. And with my body shape in general, I'm not trying to get to 120 pounds because that's just not going to look good on me.
Definitely.
You know, and because of my head shape and, you know, my bone structure. So, you know, I just want to get back to where I'm comfortable, you know, at being, you know. And hey, if you want to go ahead and do what you do and get some boobies or some more booty, go ahead. Like, that's up to you. That's perfectly fine.
I'm not against that at all either. Like, you know, go ahead and do, you know, what you want. I'm not opposed to plastic surgery. If that's how you want your body to be, then, you know, go ahead and do you. It's not a problem. It's just promote naturalism. You don't want to hate on nobody, so just promote what you know is the norm, which is having a natural body. Like that's the norm. So it's like promote that instead of shutting people up. Now that you got your butt done or your chest done or whatever, now you like, oh yeah, well now I'm this and I'm that, and
please,
before,
because
you
you didn't used to be that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just.
Your little bucket list that you want to
just
be combative about.
No, not be combative, but just kind of voice an opinion. Right. Like, let's still promote naturalism, if that's a word. Yeah, I don't know.
I agree. I feel like, even now men are taking the whole thing to a different level too. Like you can get, they accused Drake of having like, Dr. what's his name, Miami, give him abs.
They did?
When he, he got fit. Because, he used to be a little on the like heavier side or whatever. But men, you can get your abs done. You can get, nose done, stuff like that.
Your special parts done too. I didn't.
Oh yeah, you can get your peen done. But I mean, if you like it, I love it. I mean, it ain't me, but I mean, do you like go after what you want to do? But just don't hate on the next person that choose to be natural, choose to stick with whatever they have. But I mean, hey, that's the world we live in right now. I mean, I can't even lie. That's really what it is.
And sometimes, it could it's overwhelming to the point, like even me scrolling down social media, it's like the same things. Like it's so hard to find positive in it,
That's true.
Social media in general, like, trying to find things to just uplift you and keep, certain memes and things, but a lot of it deals with relationships or, bad friendship, it's just a lot. So, but it all depends on who you follow, even like who you like that's just like having friends, like it's who you hang around. So you are who you hang around, you are what you expose yourself to. So it's about
I mean, it's true. You know what I'm saying? I can't fault that. Like, that's what your parents grew up telling you all the time. Like, even when you get to high school, middle school, like, hey, birds of a feather flock together. Like, if you, with the wrong people, you still gonna go to jail. You're gonna go down with them, whatever the case is. Even though that you might, had that good intention. So it's just, just keep it. I'm not gonna say just keep it natural. Go after what you want, but just don't hate on the next person. And that's just that for that.
That's that.
But like, what about this generation and relationships? What's your feelings on that?
Well, like, I'm young, but listen to me. I mean, I'm very mature for my age, and it's ridiculous how this generation is. Like, when women and men, I can't sit here and bash men completely. But women and men, like our generation is different. And that's what I tell my parents, when I was even growing up and exposed to this or that or this. I mean, you guys weren't exposed to that stuff. So they can't really relate to it. But now that I'm matured and I'm just like, wow, it's ridiculous. And we're setting examples for our little ones. I don't have any children, but people my age do. And they're, people are a lot. And people are setting up examples that, shouldn't really, in my point of view, be followed. Because, whoa, like, it's ridiculous. Like, let's say men these days. I mean, wow. I literally watch guys walk in the store and let the door fall behind them with a woman following behind. Like, literally, how do you just let the door fall in front of her like that?
That's messed up.
And a lot of older men, like about late 30s or 40s, a lot of, they still got it. They still get the gentleman routine, and that's a thing. I don't know what guys are thinking these days. I'm not referring to you, but I'm saying I don't know what a lot of guys really think these days, like if they're just trying to switch up the tradition or whatnot. But I mean, hey, I can't change how I was raised and how I'm supposed to view a real man. Like, you're supposed to treat me like a queen. I do not care.
Come through, queen.
Exactly. But the thing is, here we go. Women, we've settled. So we have settled tremendously. I'm literally a victim of it. Like, I was a settler, and I literally settled so tough, it didn't make any sense. And I didn't understand why the relationship was just not working, why I felt like I was just trying to, do this or do that. But, like, it's just not going to work because you set up here and let someone treat you this way in the beginning, or you were okay with it, and then you tried to think that things were going to change with being in a relationship. Like, it's just not going to work, or it can in some situations, but it's just really it's this generation and the music as well make it go, fuck that bitch and da. This bitch better do this and do that for me. I'll be like, oh my goodness.
Let me say this, because when it comes to that, like, chivalry is not dead. Like, I feel like people should always go after holding the door for, you know, a lady, a woman, elder, whatever the case is. Like, I was raised that way. You know, even to this day, I still open the door for my mom, my sister, my grandmother, any woman, you know, in my life or whatever. But I feel like it's based on, like you said, how you're raised. It's a lot of men out here that go after what you're saying. Like, they go after what music tell them or what they see on TV, and that's how they're supposed to treat a woman and stuff like that. And that's not the case. Like, you're never going to have a woman that's going to be putting up with that. And I'm not going to say just a black woman in general, but no woman at all is going to want to put up with that. It's eventually, even if they do like settle, they're gonna come to realization like, hey, you know, this is not what I want. I want somebody to treat me, like you said, like a queen, you know. And I don't understand that either. Like, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is people out here that's doing that. And I personally wouldn't know how to, I guess, make a movement towards something that is better, because it is how you raise. Like, if your dad wasn't in your life, there's a lot of people like that. Their dad wasn't in their life to show them what a man is really supposed to be. So it's kind of like, you know, everything ain't all on them, but, you know, it is at the same time, because you have to make that change for yourself to do better.
Exactly. So, and that's the thing, like, guys, not even just guys, but people make excuses. Right, like, yeah, right. People make excuses, like, why do you have to make, okay, well, this happened in your life, or you were only exposed to this whatever you want to call it, ratchet lifestyle, or, you know, these type of females. Well, venture off and expose yourself to different kind of females that will show you that there is a difference, you know, in you know, relationships and things and such. So, like, oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was about to say something, I forgot.
Well, I'll say this then.
Yeah.
But no, on the women aspect, just to, like, you know, keep it fair, you know. But I feel like for women, like,
I got it. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
For women, I feel like it's more of, I feel like the problem that they have now in this generation is they go after, you know, high expectations, or, you know, if we both 22, how you going to expect me to pay, you know, for gifts or extravagant things, and we not even established in our career.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got women that are just after you for a bag, and a serious bag, a money bag, and a Chanel bag. Like, at the same time, they're after both bags. But it's strange because, you know, we're being raised, you know, obviously we're raised by our parents, guardians, whatever, but it's just like you would think that some things will rub off good, you know what I'm saying, but we make our own decisions as we, you know, get older. We, you know, just come into who we choose to be or who we want to be. And I just feel like with women that's our age now, is just I feel like more materialistic things.
Yeah, that's true. And I definitely can agree with that. That
like, buy me a car on the first date.
Like, Jesus, wait, hold on, sis. But no, that is so serious true. And that's what I was getting into. Like, you know, females, y'all want the most. Like, for real, y'all. I understand having high standards and high expectations. Yeah. I get it. And that's something that you should never let anyone try to change your mind about at all. But just like you said, if you are talking to someone, or if someone is interested in you and you know, start talking to them or whatever, like, and they're hard working. I'm not talking about drug dealers and scammers and stuff. That's a different conversation. But
this video.
Right. But, you know, if you have a hard working man, exactly what you just said, you know, and how do you can't just jump into this expecting me to be able to pay for this and that. You know, I definitely believe believe a man should want to pay for a date, though. I do believe that, but the first date, right? The only date. But no,
I mean,
but I do also believe if I know you're hardworking and you pay your bills, you got stuff going on, I'm okay with paying for my food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay with doing that. It is all right, but to constantly do it, I don't know.
Y'all, the camera turned off, so we have to use another camera. Yeah, so
moral of the story, it definitely hold your standards high and have those expectations, but when females overdo it, that's just when, okay, well, if I was a guy, I'd stop messing with her too, because now you just overdoing it unless, you just, I don't know, like, they expect too much, and then it's the small-minded females, literally. Like, I'm going to always have a job, like, not specifically 9 to 5, but like either my own business or, pursuing my acting career, of course. So, I'm going to definitely have a name for myself and not just depend on a guy to do this for me or do that for me, paying for this, paying for that.
Right.
I pay for my nails and my toes faithfully. I don't look for a guy to do that for me. And a lot of females be like, oh, you don't get my nails done, this, that. I'm doing that by right, exactly. Like, I can do that by myself. I don't want you to think that you got to do this for me so I can give it up or whatever the case may be, or you can have some type of control over me, because I'm still my own woman. And if you really love me for me, you're going to do what you want to do out of the kindness of your heart. I shouldn't have to ask you. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. And if God made you for me, you'll be that man. One day, I'll find them.
No, I agree. I feel like, that's another thing I meant to add, too. Like, girls will go after you for they weave. Like, they want their hair done. They want you to buy.
Oh, he got money.
Yeah.
Don't nobody.
They want everything done. They want that $300 weave, wig, whatever. Like, it's crazy. But, I mean, that's the standards that we live in on, men and women part. Like, men, the same thing. They want you to have, like we said, a bomb body.
Yep.
Something like that, and it's just like it be fat dudes out here too. They need love.
Okay,
average people that got average bodies need love too. So
right, exactly.
I don't understand why people even. It's just crazy. Like, we're all built some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, people make fun of
this person,
one person for being big and the other person being skinny, and they date, and they like, oh, how can you date that, or how can you date? You need some more meat on the bones, or whatever.
Oh, she's too ugly for him, or
But you never know. Like, that could be how you supposed to be set up, but you going after, how people look, or
exactly
just real, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not selfish, but like just like surface things. Like, I can't think of the word.
I know. I wish I could find it for you.
Oh, it's superficial. It's very superficial. Found it.
Yeah.
But, they just go after superficial things that's not, I feel like, not what really life is about. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not going after, like, what's in the inside. So
exactly.
That's what kind
and
of
that's the first thing I look at is personality. I mean, because my personality is very big. So,
it's
like...
bomb.
No, it's fine.
Your personality's dope.
So, I need someone who can vibe with me. I need someone who can make me laugh, because I'm a goofball. So, I just need that energy, and I need somebody who's going to grind, like, period. I'm not saying, and we can get into this topic, I'm not saying that I didn't do things back in the day that I shouldn't have. But, I'm not looking to marry a scammer or a drug dealer. Sorry. No, sir. I attract those, though. I really do. And it pisses me off because I really do. I try to just be like, okay, well, we can try it out. But it just never works. It never works, because they never see the side of where I'm at. I want them to be at. I'm trying to expand their brain, expand them, so what are you really going to do with this money? Are you you going to invest it in a business? Are you going to save it? I can get a bank account. Well, of course. So are you probably got a little stash or something, or however the case may be. But what are you really doing with yourself? I can't be with someone who doesn't really have a name. You know, like, I don't want to say who has a 9 to 5, but you know, like, we're at least working towards it. I used to settle for guys without cars, you know, like I'm so tired of just driving to guys, like, and I was doing it young, so, you know, I turned 18 and, you know, I'm still like, oh, well, skip it. But I was, wow, okay. Right. But I've always dealt, not really always, but, you know, even in high school, I liked older men because my guys my age just too childish, couldn't do it.
Well, all girls say that, though. That's so interesting. They always say, even since we was, like, in high school, they be like, oh, I like older guys. I want to go after older guys. But these older guys be just as clownish as the younger.
Same.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just the same. Just the same. Even worse. Think he would know better. But it's right. And it's worse because he's older. You would be like, wow. How old are you? And you still? Oh, okay. Well, you know, and then that's, you know, how guys would be like, oh, well, you know, look at girls do be looking at them some type of way because they done been through stuff in their life, and you know they not this type of person. So if we say something, now we wrong, you know. But sometimes it's the way you say it, but it's just sometimes we're just trying to tell you, like, sweetie, you got to do something with your life. You got to do a little better. And some of these females, they need to do something with their lives too, because a lot of them I can't even hold you up, but
you want something better for whoever you're messing with, period. Like, you don't want them to be out here, you know, scamming. My whole thing is, I'm gonna be real. I feel like, get it how you live to a certain point. Like, if you're gonna be a scammer and invest to a point where you don't have to do that anymore. It's just like being a drug dealer. You want to do that until you don't have to anymore. Invest in businesses and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it's just crazy. Cause
or even make it a side, right? Even make it a side hustle or something. You know, if you, I don't know,
they need to cut that, like, for real.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right now, I'm saying not for the rest of their life, making a side hustle, but I'm saying at one point in time, get a real job. I mean, because who wants to live scared every day, at risk every day? So at least have, right, exactly. So at least be, I don't know, cause and everybody gonna talk about I ain't working for the white man and this that. You really, I mean, you just making some money, man. Just goodness. You gotta think of it that way. You build that money up so you don't have to work for no white man anymore. Money don't just fall out the sky so you can get a business. I mean, if you wealthy like that, then hey, kudos to you. But
that's crazy. I don't get it. I mean, we all got family members that's done it, friends that's done it, and it's like, I remember, I ain't throwing no names out there, so it don't matter. But, you know, people did the phone thing, like they would go OT, you know, all the time, just to, like, scam on phones, go to the mall, steal phones and stuff
all
like
that energy like, people use,
man,
to do stuff like that. You could just take your ass to work.
I mean, coming from, I'll be real, like, I'll put it out there. We don't want to work for the rest of our lives. So of course you want to find some like quick way to get you to where you need to be, but it's more so do it on like a moral level, like where you feel comfortable with what you're doing. If you feel comfortable scamming, then by all means take the consequences with it. I mean, you know, go proudly to jail or whatever, or prison or whatever. Like, but you just mostly want to do something that you're passionate about. Drive more so towards that. Pay attention to what you like, your focus on your passion, your dream. And you should be straight. I mean, look at us. We, you know, aspiring actors, actresses, and producers, and, you know, directors and stuff like that. Like, we want to make it big. We got to work a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Like,
to get there.
We got to go to acting classes after work. Busy week. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you want to focus on pushing yourself for your brand, for anything that you choose to do. Like, just pay attention to that. Keep your eye on the prize. Like, everybody said it all the time since we was kids. Keep your eye on the prize. Like, just keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah, it's not easy. But that easy, fast money, that's the thrill that, you know, a lot of people get. And like I said, I did some things back in the day. So
you was a scammer.
No, I wasn't no scammer, but, you know, I was a little something. But, you know, and I mean, that thrill, I I got a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? And for sure, a job where, why, but it's the thing, like you want to do things the right way because
True.
I believe in karma and I am very anointed. I am a Christian and, it's just the right way of going. The how I was raised, like I wasn't raised to do this stuff. And like you said, some people are raised to have to make it by any means. And, I'm not saying that they're right still because they still have an option. Just because you were raised doing this or having to do this or do that, you can go to an interview. You still have that option. Nobody's telling you or holding you back hostage. Like, no, you will not go to that interview because you will not work for anyone but yourself.
I mean, that lifestyle do cause a lot of stuff, though. Like, once you get in, it's hard to get out because people, you work for somebody and that head dog. We watch all the movies.
Yeah, so we watch all the movies.
I ain't let you out because you gonna tell my secrets. Blah, blah. That type of thing, and it's like.
But a lot of people work for themselves too. They really do,
yeah,
and they
need to invest.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Invest because where do you see yourself in 10 years still selling dope or still scamming? And a lot of people who scamming, y'all name messed up. Y'all credit messed up. So how y'all think y'all gonna get a house in y'all name?
I'm confused.
Y'all sick. Sick.
How is your credit messed up and you got all this money?
Because when you scamming, a lot of people, unless you're getting people to do it for you, you're messing up your own name. You know what I'm saying? You putting your name in something or you doing, or even with the bank stuff, you messing up your own name and stuff and messing up your credit or being able to get the certain things for yourself. Like, it's so many people out here who over 25 can't get rentals for themselves. Like, I know, because they didn't rental out. Like, they didn't.
Shit, I can't get a rental because I ain't 26, 25?
Oh, 26, right? Or 25, one of them.
Yeah, I'm only 26.
They done ran through the rental companies. Shit, rental companies like, hell no. If you come on this property, you going to jail.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing that I didn't got myself into some situations, like I said, when I was younger, and I'm like, oh no, I learned from my mistakes, like I don't have to do this. And some people think that they have to do certain things, certain illegal stuff, but you do not have to do it. There's always a different route. It may be not what you want at that moment, or it may not be that fast money that you're used to, but it's always something better.
It is.
Or smarter.
People just got to go after what they want. Like, if that's what you want, like I said, take the consequences. Don't complain. Don't be sitting here talking about free my brother, whatever. No, he wanted to do that, so he's going to go to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people need to be more realistic. Like, I know we kind of like went on a slight tangent, but it's still kind of relevant to the whole thing. But you want more for yourself and you want more for your significant other, whoever you're dating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like...
And I don't want to be with somebody and I'm scared, like, oh shit, I don't know if he's going to jail today or not.
Or somebody coming after your ass because he got money. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same thing. It's girls that's out here scamming or what else do... Shit, I'm trying to think.
Strip. But that's not illegal. But I'm just... Well, what do you mean?
Like you know how dudes like scam, drug dealers, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, I guess I'm saying what's the female version of that because...
Well, they do the same thing. Yeah. Females out here doing the same thing and even better. I promise you. Because I thought I was some shit. I promise you. No, seriously. I really did. And I was still in high school, just doing dumb stuff. But, excuse me, but right, I know I'm trying to just keep it clean, but so yeah, I mean that's the same thing. Females, they sell drugs, they scam. You might not see a female, or you may see more males than females doing it,
right, yeah.
But they got their own hustle. Strip clubs, they still, and I'm not faulting no strippers at all. Make your money, honey, do what you gotta do, but
I mean, that job is just a job. We didn't see in Players Club. We already know how it goes. Some of them in there just to get their degree. Like, let's just keep it real. Like,
okay. Some of them in there just to get their degree. You better say that.
For real. Still on that topic, though, but it's more so, what's the different phases of dating? Because I feel like, you got dating, talking, and you got being exclusive or whatever. Like, that's our slang for it. So what is talking to you like?
Well, talking... Let's say. Well, it's like different levels. So it's like talking in the middle bit, in the middle, and then talking heavy. So I don't, talking heavy is like when it's like almost exclusive. Like relationship. Okay. Yeah, like almost there. But, even with talking, I just feel like you should always come with an understanding, letting each other know who your sex partners are. If you are having multiple sex partners,
damn well ain't nobody doing that.
I know, but that's the problem.
It is.
That's the issue, and then we're talking. So, and that's the thing though, because a lot of females like me, if you tell me that you fucking somebody else, okay, yep, sorry, I can't. Yeah, crazy. You could be honest with me, and we could be cool and all, but don't think that we about to have sex. That's just like. I'm not saying I'm perfect or I've ever been perfect, but now in my mature phases now, I'm like,
we all had a whole phase. I mean, I'm just gonna throw that out. Well, I ain't gonna speak for her, but
I'm not saying I didn't shit.
But I mean, it's real. But I mean, you grow to evolve. Like, we're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. It's just you have to really learn, because shit can get real fast. The HIV epidemic is growing. It's growing Detroit. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like, it's everywhere. People just think it's like Atlanta or whatever because of whatever reason, like just because people are gay or whatever the case is, and it's not that. And I feel like those are the type of people that think that way are very ignorant, because HIV comes from fucking everybody, like literally. Yeah. So everyone. It's like you definitely want, and I agree, like you definitely want to lay out who your sex partners are, like just be real. I'm not saying like, if you want your cake and eat it too, you have to deal with that. If you choose to lie, do whatever you want to do after that point, you have to keep that lie up, because we already know that's hard to do. But it's just more so, just tell the truth, because
just be honest.
I mean, I don't get it. Like,
just be honest. And
I ain't about to catch shit.
Right? Okay.
For real.
Okay. Like, and like with talking, that is dating. That's dating. So that's dates. Not pulling up to get high. Not pulling up. You buy a bottle, we get our buzz on. No. Or going to the club or going to the bar all the goddamn time. No. Let's do real stuff. Real things.
Real date.
Real date. Real date. Like,
for real.
Seriously, like, get to really know me. Conversate with me. Like, because I literally will known somebody for about a whole year. And we've got nowhere. Like, just nowhere. I mean, promise you.
Like that. Like, I mean, because I feel like our mindset, our generation now is like, we're so comfortable with the in-between. Like, we're not focused on, I would say our goal is to be with somebody, hopefully. But if your goal isn't, then obviously you're going to play the indecisive role all the time. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not ready for a relationship. Or blase, like, But if you see somebody falling for you, I feel like you should at least let them know, like, hey, this is not what I'm interested in. Because I'm, back in the day, I used to be faithful for that.
You terrible.
No, I mean, I would let you know, like, I'm not looking for a relationship.
Oh, right,
I let it be straight from the gate, because I know how people get, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, I wasn't looking for that.
Right. You done fell too deep, sis. I'm sorry.
So it's like, just, like, be real, because, I mean, there's somebody out there that wants the same thing as you. Like, if you only want sex, there's somebody out there that want that too. Like, if you keep it real, you never know what you're gonna get. So it's kind of like, just be honest. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with that, but shit, that's the world we live in. So.
Yeah, and it's a lot of females who be lying too. You know what I'm saying? Because all you said, like you said, all they be wanting is that bag, a quick buck. And they will put on a facade. And when people say females are sneakier than men, I can honestly believe that. Like, seriously,
but they good at covering it up.
Good at covering it up and acting like they want something more when they really don't. They only want, what you have to offer, either currently, financially, currently, or however, whatever they want at the time. But yeah, like I said, so I think talking is just more so like dating, getting to know one another. I'm not saying like, and a lot of guys though, they really think that going to the movies is like, oh shit, I ain't trying to be in a relationship. Damn, nigga, I do that with my friends. Like, my best friend is a guy, and we do stuff like that. Like, it's not like, oh, they act like they going somewhere and people just staring at us like, oh my God, that's a beautiful relationship. Like, just be normal. Like, why do you have to?
That's weird. I just feel like why I don't understand. Like, these are the type of people that you shouldn't be going on dates with. If you do anything, say that you want to go on anything public, and somebody be like, no, I'd rather just pull up, like you said, and just chill and talk. Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah. That's period. Don't do it. Because it's not, you already know it's not going to progress towards anything. And I get it's people that are like homebodies or what's the word? Like they just standoffish, not really, people. But it's, you got to get out of that. If you want somebody, why the fuck would you not go?
Right, do something.
After somebody, like,
Exactly.
Be active. You don't know what the other person want to do too. Like, you got to get to know them.
Yeah.
But I agree.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's just a lot of guys out here, like, they don't even ask you to go on dates, like, I want to see you. Okay. Like, okay, that's just what you want to do? You just want to look at me? Like, what the fuck? Shit, we can look at each other all day. Shit, you got FaceTime? But, no, like,
send me a picture.
Right.
So you looking at your phone like this.
I mean, what turns me on is, like, like, sweetheart, you want to go to a movie or you want to, go to a winery, different things. Like, I've never went wine tasting before.
That's actually nice. I would love to do that.
Yeah, I've never been to a gun range. Like, take me to a gun range.
I ain't never been either.
Right? Do different things. Like, let's go go-kart racing. Let's be, if you're not that type of guy, get out of your element to make me happy. If you see that I'm adventurous or I'm spontaneous and I like to do things, if you want me, you're going to do whatever you can to make me happy or show me that you want me. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll eventually
turn into being exclusive.
Exclusive, right. If we both are feeling each other and can get out, if, we're not arguing or it's a toxic relationship, yeah, definitely. So.
Well, I mean, I definitely agree. You do want to step out. On a woman's like flip point, like geared towards men, I feel like men look for not the wrong. I'm gonna say the guys that are looking for the right things in a female. Like, you don't want somebody that's unkept and stuff like it's that. But I feel like that's both ways. You don't want nobody that's unkept. Period. But it's just like guys look at women to be these figures of almost like being perfect. Like, y'all have soft skin, smooth, nice features, stuff like that. Soft on the eyes, stuff like that. So it's kind of like you will want somebody that's like, I'm trying to think, like, because it's weird, like, you ask somebody, like, what's your ideal date or your ideal girl or ideal guy, like, you can't have that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to just go for personality, like you said. Yeah. And just fill it out.
Yeah, because you never know, like, I mean, it's been guys, who I've looked at, and I never would have thought that I would be with or, be interested in, but it eventually got to that point because, and then you find them attractive anyway, regardless of what anybody else thinks, because y'all are vibing and you have that, they have that personality that just fits you and you're trying to make things work. So, I've never been, though, really a type to, I mean, I kind of sort of got a kind of tasted men that I didn't really notice until after, like, the third guy that I noticed had the same features, but,
you like beards?
Yeah.
I kind of knew it. Mm-hmm. Just looking at you, I'm like, she likes
beards. And then, like, I really love the beard, man. I really do. And, I like thicker guys. Like, because I'm thick and a skinny nigga can't do shit for me. I'm just saying, because baby boy, you make me feel uncomfortable sitting next to you. Like, I don't even know if your arm gonna be able to fit around my back, because my back kind of wide.
I'm so sleek. But that's real.
But
but you wouldn't try.
But short people, like, I swear.
You want to try a skinnier girl though?
I I have before, but it's just nothing that I'll be like, oh, I want to go back to, you know?
It's not your preference.
No, it's just not. I feel like I will break the bones. Like, seriously. I'm sorry. I like to be able to be held, and I like to sit on laps and stuff. Shit, I know I'm 5'6" and I weigh what I weigh, but you know.
I'm not going to insert that in
right?
there. That's it.
But, you know, like, I just, you know, you gotta still be with somebody or, you know, be attracted to somebody in some type of way. But I'm not going to look at you and be like, oh, you light skin, I can't deal with that. You know, like,
yeah. That's when I feel like it just becomes.
I mean, but a lot of light skin guys, okay, I'm not going to get into it, but.
I mean. The whole community come after you.
Right, like, hold on. What's she trying to say?
I mean, everybody has a preference, you know, but it's just,
yeah, but like I said, I look at personality first. Personality is key.
Definitely. You don't want to like be sidetracked by looks because looks can be deceiving.
And hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene. It's just kind of hard for me to get attracted to you if you smell. Like, I can't. Like, I don't know.
You can't teach them how to, you know, wash.
I mean, I definitely can show you, tell you about yourself, but I mean, hey, make sure you take what I'm saying and do it. don't just listen and not, you know, do it. You know. All right. So the next topic was the way we treat our own kind. So, females. My sisters, Black Power. Listen. So,
true.
Walking into a room, and this is specifically with us having our own skin tone, because a lot of us already get 10 step when we walk into a room full of white folk. Don't we? Yeah, I know y'all do. I know some of y'all do. So, you know, and we're, like I told you, a lot of people say, you know, like we were meant to fight or whatever the case may be, but no. Even if that is the case, no. Why are we being the same skin color?
Yeah.
We need to be on one accord. Like, when we walk into a room, it shouldn't be, it's too many females. You know? Like, It's ridiculous. Because I'm not saying that, I'm just perfect Patty and I walk in a room and just be, hello, everyone. Because that's just how this generation is. You look at it and you're like, wow. And you kind of have to be on guard. I mean, as many young men.
Wait, what is tongue-tied?
That's Asia. That's my best friend. So I'm tongue-tied. So, as many, you know, young men, oh Lord, rest in peace to all the young men who have passed away. Like, seriously, so many have passed away, and you know, now for sure guys are on guard. Like, they don't want to go nowhere without they niggas. I promise you they don't. They want to go, if they go out, a lot of people don't even want to go out, you know, and then you gotta go make sure you with somebody or a few people. But in general, you know, like, you walk into a room, guys get intimidated if they see other guys coming, you know, like
I mean, I feel like, you know, to do both sides, like, women are more so the fact it is the cattiness, but it does get to a certain extreme.
Say catty one more time.
Catty.
I'm just
but it does get to a catty experience, you know, because it's like, it's very shallow. Like, it's over shallow stuff. It's not deep. Like, we know that y'all only coming at each other for y'all looks, you know, or I say sometimes it is intelligence, you know, they don't like other women to be smarter or whatever.
Or if they're around somebody who they messing with, they gonna automatically assume or think like, oh, who is she? And stuff like that. So they don't even give people chances. A lot of people just don't even give a person a chance. You know?
With men, I do agree. I feel like guys have to go out to a point now where they got to be ganged up. Like, they got to have like 10 dudes deep with them or whatever. And it's like, it's not that serious. That's the main reason why we be having so many shootouts at the club. Like, really, like, y'all really taking other people's lives. Y'all ain't even shooting the right person. Like,
right.
Not promoting violence, but I'm just saying, dang, like, y'all not even going after.
Exactly, you're shooting innocent people. You know, just overdoing it. It's just ridiculous that and then this is our own kind. Our own kind, man.
It's true. I mean,
it's sad. Like, you know, white folks, man, they ain't gotta know you from a can of paint. I promise you, like they really don't, and they just the happiest people. Hi, how are you? And just the sweetest motherfuckers being. You know what I'm saying? They need to come together and stop the combativeness or the fighting and all of the just stop it. Like we are the same skin color. We are all humans. We are not perfect, like at all. So
I agree. I feel like if on the guy side, if we would stop sitting here assuming that it's always going to be an issue, maybe we can actually go out and have a good time, opposed to making it feel like we have to bring a gang of dudes with us.
Right. So be ready for the issue.
Yeah, like just in case something pop off. Like it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? We should just be going out to have a good time, and that's it. Like doing to keep it fun. Like we're young. I'm not trying to be out here just really with the shits. Like if I have to get like that, then let it be for a purpose, not for just because I'm out and I'm just just in case something pop off, I'm just ready. Like it's not like that.
Yeah, it's just too much. Like it's way too much. And the whole walking in a room thing. Like I shouldn't, feel that energy. Like, oh Jesus, she couldn't speak. Goodness gracious, why couldn't she say hello? I'm not gonna ignore you. I'm gonna speak back.
I guess the moral is just like we, you taught to go out, and when you meet new people, stuff like when you was a kid, it was always easy for us to make friends because
always.
It's like, oh, you got a purple car, I like a purple car too, or you got this toy, I like that toy too, or you watch this show, I like that show too. Like it was easy just doing it like that. But now that we grown, it's like we didn't,
it's over with that because
we're self-made, I guess, to a point where it's like, I just feel like if you do this, then I can't fuck with you, or
right, or if you
like,
look like that, or if you don't got, or if we ain't on the same level. Well, how about, and this was my problem because I had a lot of friends who I wouldn't say was on my level, but was in different paths, like, in life. And I always had this mindset, like, okay, well, it's okay. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm still going to make sure that I'm good. And I'm going to always, let them know that there's other ways in life, or, try to motivate them to do better or push for whatever they want to do. Oh, okay, well, I don't look down on people. I do believe that there are different routes that you could take, like we were just talking about the whole scamming and the drug dealing thing, but
oh damn,
oh no, I don't mean to fall. Okay, but I just feel like we should all be more so wanting to help others and motivate them instead of just bringing them down or just looking at them like, oh, well, she ain't got nothing going on for herself, so that's that, or not even wanting to conversate with somebody because, oh, I knew you from back in the day, and I know you this type of person I don't want to hang around. Now, I'm not saying I'm trying to hang around you. I'm not saying I'm trying to go out and dangle, but I'm just, I feel like we should still be able to have conversation and be well-rounded with each other enough for, so that person doesn't feel intimidated or feel awkward when we're, around each other, or, that's just how it all starts with the whole, us treating our own kind a certain way. That's just how it is.
I mean, it's definitely like, that's a topic that I feel like it has to be morals involved. Like, people have to want to do better, and unfortunately, we're always gonna run into people, doing the same thing. Like, they're always gonna do the same thing. If they want to keep doing what they're doing, they're gonna keep doing it. You got people out here that can change, that want to change, and they, end up changing, and it works out. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's just the world we live in. You gotta do better. Like, that's just it. You gotta do better, want to do better, and just keep it moving. And don't care about what everybody else is doing. Like, I don't understand why people even want to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Right.
What is the next person doing? What are they going to do for you?
Right. Are they paying you?
Yeah, you can only do what you are supposed to do for yourself. So
people so wrapped up in other people's lives. That's the problem. Like, sweetie, it's not that deep.
It's not.
You're right. If you doing good for yourself, good. You don't have to talk about anyone else. You don't have to dwell on their life, or they're not perfect either. Like, why does somebody always have something to say about somebody else? Now, a lot of stuff, it is mind blowing. It really It is. Yeah. But, you know, still, it doesn't give anyone the right to judge anyone, and brings me back to us. Us black people, we need to stick together. You know, we all have different views. We all have different lives. We've made different decisions, and we chose different routes. But when it comes to us in general, we need to do better. We really do. We really do. We need to love each other. We really do.
I feel like it's a movement thing. Like, you gotta, I feel like it's the saying, like, you want to lead by example, but it's just more so like, you know what I'm saying? You can lead, but they're gonna have to want to follow. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to do better, like I said, like, you are just gonna be in the same predicament you was before, worrying about yourself and not caring about nobody else. But yeah, that topic is like, I feel like it's something that we always say, like, why don't we support black businesses? Why don't we support, you know?
Well, hell, shit. I'm sorry.
Like, see,
I'm sorry, but you know, and it's so upsetting because even my best friend, just the other day, she was telling me she was on the phone, I think, with a receptionist or something, but the lady was black or whatever, and she had a bad attitude. Like, first of all, you're being the epitome of what? No, you're being exactly what they want us to be, or what we are known for. You know, like, why are you? What do you have attitude for? If you don't want to work there, don't work there. But it makes it look even more bad because you're black. You know, so we already have stuff to prove. We already have to prove ourselves.
True.
You know, and it's a shame that we do. And with you know, white people, okay, I know I'm on live and stuff. I'm not racist or anything, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's a shame that we do have to prove ourselves to show white people, like, oh, I'm just the same as you know? Yeah. But how are we going to get there if we're constantly showing them that we're not?
I feel like it's not even equality. It's something that we always just thought was just morally right. Like, you know, you're a human being, I'm a human being. That's it. Like, because exactly. I feel like we shouldn't even be seeing color, period. Like, the only reason why we're built like this is because of what our history had. What we had, you know, being slaves and stuff like that, knowing we were enslaved and stuff like that is kind of like the reason why it's so much animosity. But you can't change the past. You know, the only thing you can do is move forward and teach your kids and your grandkids, your great-grandkids.
The right way of doing things.
Yeah, because, you know, racism is taught just like any other thing is taught. If your parents, any bad habit that your parents have, if they teach you that, you're going to do the same bad habit. You know what I'm saying? Or think it's okay because your parent did it. So, I don't know. I feel like that topic is like...
It can get deep.
It can get very deep, and it can go many different ways. But on a little bit of a lighter note, like, communication with, you know, relationships and, like, friends and stuff like that, like, how do you feel like that should go? You know, because communication is really big. I don't give a care what nobody say. People need to learn how to communicate.
Lord, I feel like I can't say nothing about communication because sometimes when I get into arguments, it could get bad. But I know that I'm aware of it, and I'm trying to, you know, let's say, like, when I'm in a heated argument, first of all, arguments start off with disagreements. So if you're disagreeing with something, if you're a good communicator, which we all try to strive for, if you're a good communicator, you should try your hardest not to get into an argument. It shouldn't escalate to an argument. So arguments shouldn't even start off. It should start off. You know, it starts off as disagreements usually, and the whole thing with arguing, it gets really bad because it's, you know, cursing and getting loud, cutting each other off. That's where the arguments really start. You know, like, if we can just learn to, you know, if we do have a disagreement, you're not going to always agree with people. You know, it's just not going to happen. Or if you have, and I believe in different point of views. I know that there are a bunch of perspectives out here.
I definitely feel like, not to cut you off, because I know that's another thing
you cut me off, son. So now we about to scrap. I'm just playing.
But it's just more so, I definitely agree with that, because when it comes to different views, in order to be a good communicator, I feel like you have to know that it's more than one view. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just sit there and be like, my way is the highway. And, you know, I've experienced that because, you know, people would tell me that I'm not open-minded, but I really am. Like, I'm open to anything. I'm, you know, very understanding, but I feel like don't just try to control the conversation.
Right.
Because people do that too. Like, you know, you just want to keep talking, and I'm a talker, so we'll go back and forth all day, period. Mm-hmm. But I'm really with people speaking their mind on a respectful, like, in a respectful way, because as soon as you go left with calling me out my name and doing all that other stuff, to me, I'm not even gonna want to do anything at that point to communicate.
Right, like now it's over with. It didn't got
even after, like, you know, because you know how people blow off steam and they come back. Even after that, I don't want to talk because I feel like you didn't disrespect me to like a level that I don't even do. Like, if I get to that point, I'm done talking to you. Period. Like, I'm not about to come back and talk to you. We're not cool. We're not buddies. We're not in a relationship. We're not nothing. Because I just feel like it's just a level of respect you will want to have for your significant other, period. Like, or your friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would never call my friend out their name.
Exactly.
I would say
that's when it gets too far. You know, us females, we call each other bees in general, not to
that's like dudes saying, you know, nigga.
Right, exactly. You know, so, but when we're in a heated argument, which it shouldn't get to a heated argument, but if we are in a heated argument, it's a respect thing. It's a respect level. Definitely. Because I black out sometimes, and you calling me bees, and we're really in a real argument. No, that's disrespect. And, you know, even my mom tells me her best friend, they'll get in, you know, they've had arguments or disagreements, you know, but they've never crossed no line and calling each other out their names. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a heated argument, because that's just not what you do. That's fighting words to me, because now I feel like you're attacking me. Now, we not just calling each other, you're not just calling me a bee. And we just like chilling like, yeah, you stupid, you know, just saying some funny stuff, you know. But you really calling me out my name forcefully, like you're angry, and no, it's just not going to fly.
No, I feel
and that's what escalates the argument. It's just things to it, you know. And like you said, I'm a talker too. So when one person is trying to get their point across, my thing is I need to learn how not to cut people off. That's my thing. If somebody's listening to me, I don't even notice it. I'll just be talking.
I'm different. Like, I will sit there, I'm a talker, but I like to make sure you're paying attention. So I always want to see, like, you're not on your phone, or you're not doing something, like, you just multitasking or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I need to make sure of that, too, though.
I want to make sure that if we're having a serious conversation, we're paying attention to each other. Like, you know, and it is, you know, being a talker, you got to know, like, when to slow down. Because I even know, because I've done it numerous times, where you have to give room for somebody else to talk. Like,
exactly.
You can't just keep going. But it's more so the fact that you do want to be heard. And I don't